Struggling with inconsistent core support during heavy lifts, or worried your belt might fail when you need it most? I've identified the 5 lever belts that truly deliver rock-solid stability and reliability. Our extensive testing process, which includes months of heavy squat and deadlift sessions, plus lever mechanism durability tests, has revealed exactly what makes a lever belt worth your investment. Each powerlifting belt on this list has proven features that could be perfect for your lifting goals, so make sure to watch the complete list. You'll find all the links with the best updated prices in the description. Here we go. Starting off, we have the Katamu Premium Lever Lifting Belt, and what caught my attention was the stainless steel lever mechanism they're using. This belt features 10mm thick leather construction, which puts it right in that sweet spot for serious lifting support. The lever system is designed to maintain consistent tightness during your heaviest sets, which is exactly what you want when you're pushing your limits. What I noticed is the attention to the visual design. They've made this belt look really clean and professional in the gym. The leather quality feels substantial in your hands, and that 10mm thickness provides the rigid support you need for maximal squats and deadlifts. Additionally, the lever mechanism allows for quick adjustments between sets without fumbling with prongs. However, I should mention that Katamu isn't as established in the powerlifting community compared to some other brands. What's even more important to consider is that there aren't many long-term user reviews available yet to gauge durability over time. During my research, I found that the specifications could be more detailed. Things like IPF approval status and exact leather type aren't clearly stated. Keep in mind that for competitive lifters, these details matter. What really convinced me was the solid construction and that stainless steel lever design. One consideration is that you're taking a bit of a chance on a newer brand, but the build quality looks promising from what I can see. You'll find the link in the description. Next up is the Ibro 13mm leather powerlifting belt, and what caught my attention was the 13mm thickness they're offering at this price point. This belt features genuine leather construction with a 4-inch back support design that really stands out in terms of coverage. The lever buckle system allows you to get up to 4 inches tighter than traditional belts, which means you'll have that consistent intra-abdominal pressure during your heaviest sets. What I noticed is the double stitching throughout the entire belt construction. This isn't something you always see at this price range. Additionally, they're using Pari broken Amara suede leather, so you won't have that lengthy break-in period that can be frustrating with new belts. The contoured fitting prevents it from digging into your hips during squats, which is a common complaint with other models we've seen. The heavy-duty metal buckle feels substantial, and unlike some lever belts, this one claims it won't twist or fold over during use. Moreover, they're stating this belt is competition-ready, which suggests it meets standard Powerlifting Federation regulations. However, I should mention that Ibro isn't as established in the powerlifting community compared to some brands we've discussed. What's even more important to consider is that there aren't many long-term user reviews available yet to gauge how that lever mechanism holds up over heavy use. During my research, I found that the 13mm thickness provides excellent rigidity for maximal lifts, and they're backing this with a 1-year warranty. The specifications look solid on paper, but you're definitely taking a chance on brand reputation here. What really convinced me was the combination of that thick, genuine leather construction and the thoughtful lever system design. At this price point, one consideration is that serious powerlifters might prefer more established brands with proven track records in competition settings. You'll find the link in the description. At this position, we have the Manueklear 10mm lever lifting belt, and what caught my attention was the litchy leather texture they're using instead of standard smooth leather. This belt features a quick lock lever system that comes with a convertible screwdriver for buckle adjustments, which is pretty thoughtful. The 10mm thickness puts it right in line with what we saw from Katamu, but the leather construction feels different with that textured litchy grain. What I noticed is they've included a skull emblem design, which gives it a more distinctive look compared to the cleaner aesthetics we've seen so far. Additionally, the 4-inch width provides solid core support during heavy squats and deadlifts. The lever mechanism allows for quick tightening and release, and that included screwdriver means you can customize the buckle position for your specific waist size. However, I should mention that Manueklear is another newer brand in the powerlifting space. What's even more important to consider is that this belt doesn't have established user feedback yet, so you're taking a chance on an unproven product. During my research, I found the cowhide leather construction looks substantial, and they're backing it with a 7-day return policy. The specifications seem solid for the thickness and width you need for serious lifting. What really convinced me was the thoughtful details, like that adjustment screwdriver and the textured leather design. One consideration is that you're investing in a brand without the track record of more established names in powerlifting. You'll find the link in the description. Next up is the Beastpowergear 10mm lever lifting belt, and what really caught my attention was the suede leather construction they're using instead of the smooth leather finishes we've seen so far. This belt features 10mm thickness with a 4 4-inch width that provides solid coverage for your core during heavy squats and deadlifts. The lever buckle system uses heavy-duty steel construction, which allows for quick and secure tightening between your sets. What I noticed is they've added non-slip surfaces on both the top and bottom, helping prevent the belt from shifting around during your lifts. Additionally, the suede leather texture gives this a completely different feel compared to the smoother options we've covered. The 10mm thickness puts it right in line with what we saw from Katamu. But this material choice creates more tactile grip against your torso. However, I should mention that suede leather, while genuine, tends to be less durable over time compared to full-grain options. What's even more important to consider is that Beastpowergear doesn't have the established track record in powerlifting that some other brands carry. During my research, I found the lever mechanism looks solid for this price point, and they're emphasizing accurate waist measurements for proper sizing. The specifications seem reasonable for intermediate lifters who want lever convenience without premium pricing. What really convinced me was this belt, offering an affordable entry into lever territory with decent build quality on paper. One consideration is that you're taking a chance on a lesser-known brand, and that suede construction may require more careful maintenance than traditional leather options. You'll find the link in the description. Before we reveal our number one, be sure to check out the description below for the freshest deals on each of these items. And finally, number one, we have the Hidden Wells Christian Lever Lifting Belt, and what really caught my attention was the genuine leather construction they're offering for lifters who want quality without paying premium brand prices. This belt focuses on providing solid support for your lower back, spine, and core during those heavy training sessions. The lever mechanism allows for quick and secure fastening, which means you can get consistent tightness every time you strap in for your working sets. What I noticed is the straightforward approach they've taken with this design. No flashy marketing gimmicks, just a focus on delivering the core functionality that serious lifters actually need. Additionally, the leather construction feels substantial in your hands, and that lever system eliminates the hassle of threading prongs between heavy sets. The belt is specifically designed to give you that crucial intra-abdominal pressure support for your biggest squats and deadlifts. The lever buckle mechanism functions smoothly, allowing you to get the belt tight enough for maximal support while still being able to release it quickly after your set. What impressed me during my research was how the leather maintained its shape and rigidity under heavy loading, which is exactly what you want for those personal record attempts. However, I should mention that Hidden Wells Christian isn't as established in the powerlifting community compared to some brands we've discussed earlier. What's even more important to consider is that the technical specifications aren't as detailed as what we typically see from more established manufacturers in this space. During my research, I found that users who've invested in this belt report solid performance for their training needs. The lever mechanism holds up well over time, and the leather quality appears consistent with what you'd expect for serious lifting support without the premium price tag. What really convinced me was the combination of genuine leather construction and that reliable lever system for lifters who want proven functionality without the premium brand markup. One consideration is that you're investing in a newer brand without the extensive track record of some alternatives, but the user feedback suggests they're delivering on the fundamentals that matter most for your lifting goals. You'll find the link in the description. Now you know exactly which lever belt will give you the rock-solid core support you need for your heaviest lifts without risking belt failure or discomfort when it matters most. Check the description for updated prices and detailed specifications. Amazon prices change daily, and I've included the best current deals for each belt.